That's like the most probable thing that's gonna happen. But I'm looking forward to this because I think Ziude has had a pretty good run so far on his pool. Let me check that real quick. I think you also have it on hand. But I mean, Javi, we know for a fact he's had an amazing far. I think he's won all of his games 2-0,
Mhm.
and he just wants to keep that going. And I think that's the case with Ziude.
Ziude as well. Ziude beat Spores, and then he beat he beat El
He beat
Patron.
El Padre.
He beat El Padre, and then he's going up against Javi. So right now, the only thing that I can imagine is going to happen is CD wants his revenge, bro.
Yeah, he put him there. Like, okay, if somebody beats me, he's going against Javi, and it's what's happening right now. So it's plan con maña, as people would say.
Dude, that bracket is rigged, bro. I'm joking. Dude, no, I am joking.
Okay, 99% really quickly from Ziude actually on the side of Javi. A very explosive start from Ziude with his Yoshi, but now that he's got the damage done, it kind of looks to me like he's playing a little bit safe. He doesn't want to approach as much. Of course, he's going to throw an arrow here and there, hoping that it connects, but it's Javi who is forced at this point to actually go in and start dealing some damage with the aerials and potentially try to find the stock with a setup or something, because the very first 20 seconds, I think he was already down by like most of like a full stock pretty much percentage wise.
Well, like the thing is, he's bringing it back. And like that's something that's very difficult to do because yes, you may lose quite a lot of percentage during the first instances of the match, but it's not about just like breaking there. And that's I've always mentioned that top players have that advantage, that they know that even though they're maybe 100% down, it's still possible and they can still bring it back. And like we're seeing right here, both Ziude and Javi know that even though they're in kill percent, they're still not out. And impressive as it may be, Yoshi is one of the heavier side of characters that he has, like, if I recall correctly, just a slightly heavier than Mario, and that's why he's still living. Even though that forwarder did not connect with the strong hit, he is still being able to take the stock. So Javi with the first blood of this set.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, something that is very important, right, as Ziude gets that up here to take the first stock off of Javi. A lot of top players actually don't really need to deal that much damage to take stocks because they just know how to take stocks as fast as possible. So yeah, you're absolutely right about mentioning that, because it doesn't matter if you have a combo that deals like 100% right off the bat. It's about closing the stock, and that's a place where a lot of people might struggle. But Ziude is gonna go for that edge guard and really quickly takes this, makes it a 0-to-dash on Javi. So it doesn't get better than that.
Dude, Ziude is a beast. Like, I really have no other way of mentioning it. Like, the thing is, he was one of those players that did not stop the grind during the online era. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean it, he did not stop. Also, shout out to Shelto because they were the first ones to, like, ever believe in me for a tournament. That was where my commentating career started, basically, at least in the pandemic era. But he has not stopped at all. Shelto has also given him quite a good amount of opportunities, maybe letting him stream his runs and the such. And that is something that is amazing. How Ziude has evolved throughout the pandemic, and like where he understands where his level is, up to a point where he can go toe to toe with like colossal players within this, known as Javi.
Yeah, and we saw it right there. But of course, Javi once again sticking to his guns, gets the jab to back her. Now it's a last stock situation. Ziude has to play a little bit safer now, because that huge advantage that he had of that second stock is pretty much gone at this point. And a single string from Javi with those aerials, with those follows, might just end up bringing this back on a matter of seconds. And so far, it's looking like that. He's waiting, he's being patient. He gets that forward smash, but luckily for Ziude, that second jump of Yoshi's has got armor, and that just keeps him alive for a little bit longer. But he's gonna be careful, because it looks like Javi's on his mind already. He's gonna get that side B. He's gonna read that roll, and he's fishing for that option to take the stock, and it's gonna be that back end. Sir, that's it for Javi, closing up this first game with a nice comeback.
Impressive stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen, as we're seeing Ziude once again just demonstrating that even though he was one of the possible underdogs, as we're seeing, Javi is on the verge right now of being upset. And Ziude just demonstrating why why people that say that, oh no, online doesn't count. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It helped you train. It helped you understand matchups. And now that you remove the restraints of your shackles, now it's different. Now you have the experience. Now you have the skills to be able to execute those type of things. You are going to have to remove maybe some sort of, like those bad habits that you have from online. But I do feel like a lot of people tend to exaggerate greatly the habits that online has. And now we're seeing it right now exactly why Ziude is actually the one who lost that game. But the comeback by Javi is just ever so good. He has to be kept on his toes because that last game was losing 2 stocks to 1.
Exactly. So he's gonna have to make things work as fast as possible. Because if he gets Javi a little bit of a chance, that chance is going into just the result of this match being a loss for him. But look at this. It's going to be Javi trying to get those combos. Of course, Ziude knows, and using that downer to get back into the stage as fast as possible to avoid getting juggled. But it's going to be one of those games where they're going to both fish for a little bit of an option, a string opener. Of course, he's going to look for that. Almost works on his favor because he almost gets that stage by thanks to Lilac, which is one of the rarest stages to see on tournament because most people don't really like these. But there's gonna be a reason why Ziude picks this stage, and in that first stock almost showed why.
You're right. And right now, Javi with the advantage. Oh, with the parry, with the forward smash. What a great reaction right there. But Ziude also with a very impressive DI to be able to just continue to be alive right there. I'm not going to lie to you, Checo. I do see why Javi was struggling the first game and was barely able to make it back. And oh, that's going to be it. No, the magnet hands, bro. The magnet hands from Lila right there. But the confirmed up tilt into up air is going to give the first stock in the second game to Ziude.
That's right.
Not looking too good.
That is the case, but look at this. Javi fishing for a single tilt, and that tilt takes the first stock off of Ziude. It's a clean game once again, restarting 2 stocks. Both of them are fishing once again for that little bit of an opener. Misses that grab off of that nair, and it's gonna be Ziude getting those jabs. Cannot get a follow-up after that either. He's gonna get that neutral beat, dealing some damage into that egg with the forward smash. But things are incredibly leveled so far. This second stock, I think they both wanna play as safe as possible. And it's gonna be Javi getting this little bit of a follow-up, but the trade with Ziude with that nair to escape that situation.
You see, right now, as it's been like a seesaw in regards
Yeah.
to who has the advantage. Like first it's Javi, and then it's Ziude, and then Javi takes a stock, and then Ziude takes a stock and places himself within the advantage. What a read right there! That has been something that Javi has been consistent within the whole match. He's been able to read the defensive options, how Ziude starts to behave whenever he feels uncomfortable, and that is something that's been punishing ever so well. Like we're seeing right here, every single one, no jump, no service right there, and Ziude just barely being able to. Oh my God, he had that confirmed. He had the read, but he wasn't quite able to get it taken care of. And you see just Javi simply existing, applying pressure right there, and that's just ever so good, bro.
Yeah, he had the right idea, but here's where that technical ability comes into place. Being able to pull those off, getting that backer, that very quick backer actually from Javi, surprising Ziude and taking this second game for himself with a 2-star to get the set on his side 2-0 and making it once again to winner semis of this pool, just like we saw with SkyJ. So Javi is also guaranteed top 12 at this point. We're gonna see him in a bit too, because we have a couple of sets left. But these 2 sets are important because they're